Malinowska?
Yes.
Commissioner White?
Yes.
Chairperson Christie?
Yes. Commissioners, before we adjourn, I have some news to share with you and staff and members of the public, and that is the fact that I am resigning today as District 5 Planning Commissioner. As you know, we all serve at the pleasure of our appointing supervisors, and Supervisor Patterson has made it clear that he no longer supports my continued work on this commission, and so I am stepping down today. He has grown weary of defending me against the attacks and the criticisms that have been leveled against me essentially since the day that I accepted this appointment. And those attacks have grown in frequency and intensity over the 12 months since the new board and hence the new commission was seated. He says that he can no longer defend me because more often than not, he now finds himself in agreement with my critics. This is troubling to me because I have been nothing if not consistent on my 5 years serving on this commission. I have been an advocate for affordable housing, for public transportation, for clean air and water, ag land protection, open space and habitat preservation, and the public access to a fair and transparent democratic process. These are the values that I have always held in both my personal and my public life. And moreover, they are the values on which Supervisor ran when he defeated Mike Ryan in 2004. Unfortunately, the manufactured controversy that has been fomented by a small group of special interests in this county who have historically maintained a stranglehold on the decision-making machinery of the county government have succeeded in perpetuating what is now a self-implementing myth that I am not fit for public service. That being said, the work of this commission is too important, and the commitment of time and energy is too great for me to continue to represent a supervisor who no longer supports that work. And it's a sad day for me because I am deeply committed to preserving this county's natural and human resources through enlightened land use planning. The last 5 years have been a deeply rewarding and challenging experience for me in which I take great pride. And in particular, this last year has been both a pleasure and a joy because I so have enjoyed working with the four of you. And work is the operative word here, because in all of my years of observing and serving on and interacting with the County Planning Commission, I have never seen a harder working group or a more thoughtful and substantive commission. I'm proud to have been a part of it, and I'm proud of the accomplishments of this commission and staff over the last 12 months, including our work on the grading ordinance, the conservation open space element, our courageous denial of the sand and gravel mines and the San Miguel Ranch, and of course, our work on the Los Osos sewer. Dean, you were here when I got here, and you're here to see me go, and every single day in between, you have been a consummate gentleman and a quiet and steadfast voice for smart growth and agriculture, and I appreciate your contribution. And Carlin, I've known you since long before you took this appointment, and I am so pleased that we got to serve together as colleagues for the year. It's been a pleasure. And Bruce, you have been such a wonderful surprise. You had trepidations about taking this job because you hadn't done this kind of work before, but you do your homework and you ask good questions and you advocate for your position and you keep an open mind, and I don't think anyone can ask for anything more than that from their planning commissioner. And Ann, I almost feel like we're foxhole friends at this point. We've been in the trenches together for so long. And I think we've made a really good team as we've taken on some of the challenges like the viewshed ordinance, the smart growth amendments, temporary events, the condo conversion ordinance. And I particularly appreciate that you had my back through the Santa Margarita Ranch hearings. And I will always remember that, and thank you. And I can't leave without acknowledging all of the members of the public who continue to come to these hearings week after week and year after year to participate in the decisions that shape our communities. You inform those decisions, you improve the outcomes, and you make a difference. And while you may not always get the end result that you want, you have to know that San Luis Obispo County would not be the lovely, livable place that it is today without your continued advocacy and engagement, and I look forward to joining you again shortly. And so, all I can say is that the silver lining here is that I know I am leaving the county's resources in competent, compassionate hands. And I know that you will welcome my replacement warmly and you will mentor him as he works his way up the learning curve. And I hope you know that you can call on me if I can ever provide a perspective or an institutional recollection that will help in your future deliberations that you may find useful. In closing, I want to say, I can only hope that I have contributed to the future well-being of San Luis Obispo County half as much as the experience has enriched me personally. It's been an honor, and it's been a labor of love. Namaste.